we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys know when we're going live. We're going live all the time, actually. You know, in the AM and the PM. We got late night shows. We got AM shows. We got just about everything you guys want. And, well, this is episode 200, everybody. What are we doing, everybody? 200. Can I get 200 likes on this stream? Is that even possible? Can we get 200 likes on the stream for 200 episodes? Is that even possible? I don't know. Share the live stream. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency, see what's going on, let you guys know what I'm doing in the market. There's going to be some money back alerts possibly later on in the day. Who knows? We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. Make sure you guys are tapped in all the way with me. Let's get this started. Let's talk about, of course, BTC, everybody, the Bitcoin price predictions. This is what we're talking about, right? The rising tide, or the tide that's pulling back for sure sometimes and pulls the whole market back. But this is why we have to bring up Bitcoin all the time. It kind of moves the whole market. It lets us know. It lets us know everything that's going on. So here we go. Here we go, everybody. Let's go ahead and get this started right here. See the numbers filling up right now. I want to make sure we get everybody up here. Let's make sure we're live on X. We got the Gorilla page up right now. We're going to talk about the gorillas. If you're gorillas tuning in, tune in. Okay, we're live on my account. We're live on the XPX account. Okay, so we're live, everybody. Let's get some eyes on our favorite plays. Let's start off with Bitcoin. Let's do some price prediction, technical analysis. Let's see exactly what's going on. It's a little bit of the same, honestly. You know, we're still waiting on some, beautiful price action to happen over here. As far as BTC, on the daily chart and staying above this 50 moving average, we're riding right above it. It's kind of going right back red. Hey, Rico, episode 200, man. You're a living legend, man. I got to do this for the people, Mr. Mo. I got to do it for the Mr. Mo's. I got to do it for the Troll Kings. I got to do it for everybody, right? Episode 200 is absolutely wild. Maybe we get 200 likes. Maybe we get back to $2 million market cap. That'd be crazy. And, we'll keep pulling up until that happens. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We got the Space Penguin girl up in here. Welcome, Space Penguin girl. Oh, man, I love that. Love the Space Penguins, always representing Smart DeFi. Get the Space Penguins in here. Let's do a segment where we talk about the Space Penguins on Smart DeFi, on the stream. Why not? Let's get tapped in, everybody. This is what we're looking at, though, everybody. These price predictions, this 50 moving average, this is what I'm looking at. And I just want you guys to... this is basically what it comes down to. We had a little bit of green action. We're back in the red action. Not too bad because, we talked about this 50 moving average. It moves relatively smooth. Obviously, there's moments where it gets choppy. You see red, green, red, green. This is a 50 moving average anybody can put on their chart, almost any project, anything that you're doing. And you will see that when it's above the 50 moving average, it's a lot more bullish. It's just moving a lot better. And you can see when it gets underneath it, like it did over here, we've been bearish this whole time in a downtrend. What's cool is that we got the lower value profile down here. We got the red one right here, the point of control, and we got the one up here. So we've basically have come from the upper side already, right, where it was overbought. We're already in the oversold section, right? And if this can find support right here, maybe this is where we turn this thing right back around. If not, we're going to see lower prices. We'll see, where the prices come down to that 72, 78 or $72,000 range, $69,000 range, the prior resistance becoming future support. But from what I can see right now, the way Bitcoin's moving, and you know what, let me follow this line really quick. And then we're going to get to everybody's play. Get your communities in here. Get the Can Do Chads in here. Get everybody in here. Get everybody in here. But you can see this 50 moving average is very smooth in the way that it moves, that if it moved like that, I'd be happy with that, right? And right now we're trading underneath it, and we're trying to break above it. But if we did it organically, like from this lower value profile and got above this, and we're trading above the 50 moving average, this is cool because then we start to kind of come back up towards this point of control up here where this upper value range is at, and that's around 96,000, over 90K BTC. We all know it's going to make the market a little bit more excited. We've basically made it through this part. We've made it through the hard part of the chart, everybody. Now, can it get a little bit rough. Yeah, it can get more rough. We'll keep it honest on the channel. I'm rocking with you guys, and XPX, you got nothing to worry about. We're building for all this type of movement in the market. The thing that people have to understand is that those XPX tokens are on fire. They're burning no matter what. They're burning, right? So it's like we're built for bull market. We're built for bear market. Let me get the Captain B&B fam in. They're flying today and fired up. Get them in here. Get them in here. They should be representing the KOL that not only talks about them when they're pumping, but also when they're not, right? And that's what we do, right? We give everybody a fighting chance here on the channel. We give everybody an opportunity to, really do great. Whether, I just like to see the community pull up. It's easy for me to see, or to talk about a project that I see Rimbo Slice pulling up, or I see, Lisa pulling up, or I see, everybody pulling up. That's what's important to me is a community that's vibrant and is doing its thing. We got Feg for Life, XPX2 up in here. Welcome in. These are the late night shows. These late night shows are kind of nice. We're reaching another crowd, and yeah, that's what we want to do, right? We want to have something for the United States, the PM hours and stuff like that, the late night hours. So we're moving some things around. I want to let you guys know as well. One of my best performing shorts right now is an XPX short, and RWA and everything that we're talking about when it comes to XPX, those are key words that all the shorts that when we're going into kind of like a deep dive of XPX, go to my shorts, everybody. I encourage you to go to my shorts and check it out. There's Captain B&B shorts, there's Feg Token shorts, there's XPX shorts. But the shorts that I'm talking about real world assets and I'm talking about XPX, like I looked at one this AM and it was like almost like at 2,000 views right away, which is crazy. So like we got to give YouTube a little bit of credit. We're slightly shadow banned in our live streams and our long form content, but they're sending those shorts out there. So make sure you guys engage with the shorts. It's a great way to get exposure on our projects because it's showing up on people's shorts feed, right? So let's talk BTC a little bit more, everybody. Where exactly are we at? We start to layer this up on where these candles are at. Like I said, we're underneath the 50 moving average. We still got some work to do. That's why you see the markets, not too sure what they want to happen, but we get above this 50 moving average, we're going to be looking really good. That's on the daily chart. When we're on the weekly chart, it looks like we're good to go, right? It looks like, hey, and I want you guys to put the 50 moving average on your chart. You guys will see that it gets really, yeah, the shorts are popping for sure. It gets really easy to see that if you're above the 50, things are bullish. When you're underneath the 50 moving average, it's a little bit bearish. You're in a downtrend. On the weekly chart, we're still above the 50 moving average. On the daily chart, we're getting back above it from being underneath it since February. We've been fighting and swimming against the current since February, everybody. So when the market turns around, you're going to see it a lot easier for your Feg token to go up. We see Feg token kind of going up today. I seen it, at $8.1 million market cap. There's some price action going on there, right? So we're seeing this overall price action start to come in, but we're really going to be happy when we see this thing get back above the 50, Feg token over 10. We're back over $1 million market cap, and the overall hype in the market is starting to pick up. You're going to wish that you picked it up. Everybody who's been picking up Feg token at 7.1, $7.2 million market cap, they're already up because now it's at 8 point something million dollar market cap. So we're waiting for BTC to do its thing. It's not that your project's not good. It's not that you picked a gorilla and not a captain. It's not that you picked the captain and not a monkey or not a cat or a dog. It's just that since February, we've been in a downtrend. Now, of course, new listings, new liquidity injections are always going to pump for maybe 24 hours or so. What they do after that is really entirely up to the community how much they last after that. And that's why it's important to have solid foundation with your community. So BTC doing what BTC does. Let's see it get back over this 50 moving average. Getting back over 90K will be extremely bullish. And we're going to see a lot more hype come into the market. Right now, we got BTC at 84,000 and a half. It did go up over 85. We got ETH under 1,600. Right? So although there's a little hype in the market, really, we're still seeing some crazy discount prices, everybody. Like if you think about it, ETH at $1,580, that's crazy discount. You got XRP at 210. You got BNB at 584. You got Solana waking up again. I mean, Solana's saying something's going on. Is it? Could this be because we're about to break over this 50 moving average? The market's about to get a little hype again, so people are loading up on these tokens that they're gonna need. You're gonna need some BNB for your XPX. You're gonna need some Solana for your Solana plays. You're gonna need some ETH for your ETH plays, right? And that's where we're at right now. We're in accumulation zone for the projects that you're gonna want to possibly be invested into. Avalanche at $19, crazy discount. I don't, $18. I don't care what the price of this is right now. I'm not a financial advisor, but just remember that I told you guys that it's at $20, and this arena thing is fluctuating from 10 to $12 million market cap. If you can set it and forget it, if you can be a real investor for I don't know, a year or something like that, and look for an undervalued project, you know, hold it for. I mean, I'd be willing to hold the arena token for 5 years if it's going to be the next Facebook. But a lot of the rug roulette sensation has people thinking, only in 24-hour time frames when it comes to projects. But there are projects out there that are building, and if you can hodl these projects, when this utility that they have takes off, they're going to be at way higher market cap. Speaking of one of these projects, let's talk about Feg Token. You guys know we cover them first. Shout out to all the gorillas. This is how the whole thing started, everybody. The channel started getting a lot of hype. I started meeting a whole bunch of gorillas. I started seeing the smart DeFi idea. I started seeing, RTR walking on stages, talking about this smart DeFi idea. I'm like, man, I want to do a smart DeFi thing. So it all started and came from this right here, the gorilla, everybody. So where are the gorillas at? Are the gorillas hyped today? Are the gorillas feeling good? We got $8.2 million market cap on the gorillas today. That is Feg Token feeding every gorilla. Nice little consolidation. Like I said, there's some market caps that I want us to crush as far as Feg Token, that I believe when we crush these market caps, that's when we'll see a lot of hype come back. There are just some proving grounds that we have to go through, right? It's like, hey, we're here, we're surviving, we're alive, we're pushing forward, and that's what's important. They're delivering, they're building, they're innovating, everything that you want to see, right? Everything that you want to see from a development team, that is happening. So this is that Feg Token right here. Getting up above $30 million market cap would be super bullish, but really I want to see the break over the 50. The break over the $50 million market cap. Gorilla, stand up. It's almost a guarantee we get to the 100. We get to the 100, it's like a guarantee that everybody's going to be saying Feg Token to $1 billion market cap, right? Because it's hard to say that a project's not going to go to $1 billion market cap when it's in the hundreds of millions of market cap. And Feg Token's already done it once, right? They've already done it. They've already done it once. And if you can do it once, you can do it again, everybody. This is Feg Token at Feg Token, the token launchpad Smart DeFi, everybody. It's right there. The website, feg.io. The Telegram is the Feg chat. Pull up, everybody. Pull up. Shout out to my mom today, everybody, too. Let's do one of those, right? Let's do one of those. You know, let's go. Let's do the turn up. Let's do the turn up, everybody. We break 50 million and it's game over. That's what I'm talking about, G Block. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad to see some gorillas pulling up because we got to have the rally going. We got to let people know. You got to let the archer know where to aim the arrow. And we got to aim the arrow at the freaking $50 million market cap. And then we pass that up and we go to $100 million market cap, right? So shout out to the team that has been grinding behind the scenes to pull all data together, everybody. We've officially kicked off Feg BSC V2, Feg SD, current version airdrops. So this is fresh off the press, everybody. So let's go over this really quick. Feg BSC V2 up next. Feg ETH V2 next up. Okay, so that's what they're going to be doing next, is taking care of the ETH side. V1 submissions, for those who followed the previous steps, you've probably noticed the holder count climbing. That's the airdrop hitting wallets, everybody. The holder count is climbing. And what's happening? The market cap effect token going up. It's crazy that people do not fumble smart DeFi, everybody. You don't fumble people who are willing to put over 4 years into the game, everybody. You don't fumble that. You just can't. You can't. We got the official Binance Gorilla in here. I like that. Oh man. I like that. If you only knew, if you only knew. But check this out. We're in step one of seven step airdrop process, right? So they're step one of the seven steps. Each wave gets released after final checks. So the timing depends on the workload. Thanks for your patience. More drops are coming. And if we notice, the holder count on chain is going up. Also, very important, everybody, always verify the contract before interacting with any tokens in your wallet. Scam tokens are often sent out to trick you. That is huge right here. This is, I mean, super important because scammers see stuff like this and they want to capitalize on it. So just because you see fake token inside of that in that wallet, make sure the token contract is this one right here, everybody. Okay, F3C7. Can't even forget that. Here we go. We got some more for you guys right here. Build one piece at a time. Visit Fect.io to get started, everybody. Launch on smartdefi.com to keep going. That's what we're here to do. XPX, one of the reasons, we're here to also show off the flagship product of Smart DeFi. We have to. We have to. We've taken that responsibility, everybody, to make sure to do that. Now, I want to touch on a few topics because the FEC token shorts are also doing really good. You know why they're doing really good? Because we're talking about this. So I got to cover this for everybody. Anytime I'm doing shorts and it's about this subject right here, it's doing really good. And that tells me that the YouTube algorithm is already getting people prepared for this meta that's going to come. And you might be asking, what's this meta? Well, the meta is real world assets, everybody. These shorts are doing fantastic. Let's talk about it, what Smart DeFi has to offer. And every project that's on Smart DeFi has this at their fingertips. So we got real world assets, RWA, tokenization. Smart DeFi transform physical assets into digital tokens for seamless ownership, trade, and leverage on the blockchain, enhancing liquidity and accessibility. Secure transactions, tokenized assets enable functional ownership of real estate, art, commodities, and more, everybody, with dividend payouts via an audited staking protocol. Compliance, you guys, up to you if you guys want to. Optional KYC ensures secure token distribution, preventing misuse through third party verification, everybody. After shorts, do you pants? Absolutely, 100%, 100%. So we got real estate infrastructure right here, tokenizing real estate and infrastructure projects like renewable energy plants will allow for functional ownership and community investment. You got art collectibles and intellectual properties. You got finance and investments. You have healthcare and education. You have all of that at your fingertips right now. There could be a healthcare project on Smart DeFi right now. That's how much that there could be an artsy project on Smart DeFi right now. There could be a real estate project on Smart DeFi right now. All of that right now is at your fingertips, or anybody who has any ideas or visions or things that you guys want to pull together, you can do that on Smart DeFi right now with pants or shorts. It doesn't even matter. Isn't that crazy? What else do we got right here? Let's go to asset backing. I seen somebody putting right here, asset backing going up, smart loans on the way. Let's go. Here we go. We got asset backing. This is another short that gets a lot of attention. Asset backing stability in crypto. Smart DeFi asset backing minimizes volatility by creating a rising minimum value that pushes towards the token market price. This innovative feature links your token baseline value to its market price, reducing risk from market fluctuations and ensuring greater security. With multi-asset backing options like ETH and USDC, Smart DeFi enhances diversification and builds a more stable, resilient investment. That's bullish. Don't tell me that's not bullish. Pants or shorts. That's bullish, everybody. And that's what we have right here. We have the war on rugs, everybody. We have amazing projects launching on Smart DeFi, and you guys can get a piece of that right now, everybody. So let's go head over to Smart DeFi and talk, of course, one of the projects I'm extremely bullish on, one of the projects I launched with an amazing team, of course, because we saw the value in Smart DeFi. We saw the value in staking. We saw the value in lending. We saw the value that could be, put out right here. We got Rocks token at the top. We got Smart Pie right there. You got Love Motley coming back to life. You got, look at this, 8.3 million on Feg Token coming back to life. Let's go. Let's send it, everybody. I love it, everybody. I love it. We're doing great, man. Let's go right here. We got XPX, of course. Everybody launched on Smart DeFi, showing off the flagship product of what Smart DeFi can do. Right, that's what we do on a daily basis. Everywhere that you go, you see Smart DeFi. Then we got the Space Penguins in here. We'll cover them as well. But we got, everything that you can do on Smart DeFi. You can tap into this stuff today, whether you're on the Space Penguin project, whether you're on the Smart Pi project, the Molly project, XPX. You guys have all these tools at your fingertips, right? Let's go to the website of XPX. Let's see what we're talking about. We're talking about XPX Pay, everybody. We're talking about off-ramp solutions. We're talking about letting you use your cryptocurrency, 70 different cryptocurrencies off-ramp onto your Visa card, your MasterCard. Use, non-KYC payments, off ramp your Pepe, off ramp your Shiba Inu, and allow people to accept your cryptocurrency via xpxpay.com. This is the future, everybody. This is what we're supposed to be doing. The chart is going to be the chart no matter what. Long term, there's the business model that is being built and always will continue to be being built behind the scenes. Right now, the hype that we have is, of course, the merch store, right? The merch store that's not just for us, but it's for the whole space. And you guys are going to see, we run a WAG Me movement here. We allow everybody to come in and tap in with us. So the ability to have a merch store that everybody can tap into is very, very important. We are getting closer and closer to the release of the merch store. So the merch store is coming soon. And you know what? It's going to come out. It's going to creme de la creme is what we're going to get out of this merch store. And this is something for the whole space, everybody. So come over here, check out xpxpay.com. Also, let's go to the X account. Make sure you guys give us a follow over here to stay tapped in. You guys do not have to hold XPX. It'd be even better if you do. But you guys can go to xpxpay.com right now and off ramp your cryptocurrency. Come check out what we got. We got bill payments, Visa cards, non KYC bill payments, and an amazing token structure because of Smart DeFi. You guys can order your gold card. Let me know what you guys want on it, and we're going to take it to the next level. We had a nice space with the Gorillas last night talking about some ideas. I'm actually going to DM Rocks today. Maybe we could do something special, some kind of like limited edition run for the Gorillas. I think that would be pretty cool. So this is my brother from another mother, TK, right here, the Troll King. Everybody, yes, the Troll King has everybody in the space asking about his card. Everybody in the space yesterday was asking me about how come Troll King and Troll King is. I said because Troll King is special. That's why. Have you seen his feet? Besides Saphir, I don't want Saphir to answer that. He's gonna say yeah, but TK is special, man. But you know what? Let's pull up together. Let's keep making this happen. The business side of it's thriving, is doing fantastically well. And you guys are going to see how this continues to climb up. And we're going to stack this all back into the project. We're getting to that stage where BTC is about to turn the tide. It's about to get the hype back into the market. And at the same time, we got some dry powder to be able to, show everybody what we've been doing. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, Saphir. All right, let's shift gears. Let's go into, all right, so give us a follow at XPX Token. Make sure you guys are giving us a follow. Let's go into the DGen side. We're going to go DGen, everybody. The Buckazoid guys, where are these guys at? Where's Velasquez at? This is what we were talking about yesterday. Some DGen plays. Yes, we're on Solana. We might be on Solana. Is Solana waking back up? Is it time for Solana to get it the exposure it deserves, right? I think this one's looking pretty good. It has a good lore. This is probably a good area to get into it right here. Is on that 2 million. There's one thing I wanted to do. I almost forgot. I almost forgot the space penguins. And it just clicked right there. I'm not gonna do that. The penguin, the space penguins are right here. Let me show you guys the space penguins. Let me go to their X account. They even got their Discord up here. Let me show you guys the space penguin. Velasquez will be back in 2026. Yeah, just about right after he hits on Buckazoid. So what do we got right here? Okay, so this was in March. Our new charity beneficiary, bestfriends.org. Their organization had most votes for our poll. So there you guys go. There goes their at Best Friends. So doing donations, that's really good. Right here, we got only a penguin can change the world. And this one's doing it with crypto. Meet Penguin, deflationary and unruggable and Smart DeFi back. So here you got somebody else repping Smart DeFi, which is pretty cool. This is pretty cool to have somebody else talking about Smart DeFi. And that's what I'm saying with the Space Penguins. They have been getting a lot of exposure on Smart DeFi altogether. I didn't even know they had some merch. Is that merch or is that? Oh yeah, bro's ready. Bro's ready. Very nice. And you know what? Smart DeFi gets a lot. And look, he's always into the Shill spaces. I mean, Smart DeFi gets so much exposure from what Space Penguin does for the space. So they do have merch that you guys can check out as well. Look at that. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Space Penguins, everybody. All right. So give the Space Penguins a follow at space underscore penguins. Los Pingüinos. Okay. Los Pingüinos. Now let's get over here to the deck screener, the infamous deck screener, everybody. What are we looking at today? What are we shuffling around? What are we buying? What are we selling? Let's start right here. Let's go to Arena right away. We're going to go through the ones that we got to check. Ooh, this one's going to hurt people. Look at how it wicked up. Ooh, this one's going to hurt people. It wicked up to 15 mil. Do you guys hold Arena? Or are you guys going to wait? Are you guys going to wait till it goes to 100 million? Who's gonna wait till Arena's at 100 million to buy it because then they know it's going to a billion? This is $1 billion project right here. I'm not a financial advisor. It could fade. It could just literally fall apart. But I'm seeing DJ after DJ pull up. I'm seeing new people, gamers after gamers pull up. This is gonna keep going, and this is what we need to get retail to come in. We need this level of streaming. Look, I need a fur coat like this guy. Look at this guy. Look at the fur coat on this guy. Sheesh. I got my motorcycle jacket that I love so much. It's called Denise, but I call it Day Nice. I used to joke around with that. They're like, "You got the Denise outfit?" I like, "Yeah, but I call it Day Nice." Because them boots are nice. They nice. Okay, a little bit of lag right here on this one. But I really think that everybody should take a look at the Arena token. They should take at the Arena project, take a look at it. I think this is a true contender for the space. I think it's extremely undervalued, the amount of utility that they're providing. And I think trading this it's going to hurt later on. I mean, any price you can get it at right now and you can hold, well, you let all these streamers build this up and everybody's tipping Arena and doing all that stuff. Uh, that's what it. That's what you want. That's what you're gonna need. That all these prices. Who care if it's 12 million or 10 million or 13 million or 16 million? It just waked up to this. I'm warning you guys. I'm warning you guys right here to have this Arena play in your bag in your portfolio. You guys can keep chasing the rug roulette and let me know how it plays out. But I've been trying for like already a couple months. It's probably why everybody's fading the channel because they want pure rugs on a regular races. But we got some plays that I think that if you held these plays when the markets turn around, you'd be pretty well off. That Arena one for sure. This is a tutorial token, educational token. These are good. Where's the banana token? 53 million. This one knows how to hold. The market turns green. This one turns green. This one we'll see in the hundreds of millions, if not going into the billions as well. There's just so much going on right now as far as letting people accumulate great projects, and it's not going on. Let's see if we got the Captain BNB people still in here. 24 million on Mubarak. Great potential on this one as well. Let's see Captain BNB. Saw Rimbo Slice. Okay. Out of nowhere, let's go. $4 million market cap waking up. Let's check out the Captain BNB X account and see what they're talking about. At Captain BNB underscore BSC, everybody. They're hype. They got the national meme asset stockpile. Captain BNB was there. Buckazoid was there. Hyper Luck GG was there. There we go. We got memes are us or what? Okay. Memes are blank. Cool. There you guys go. You guys got collaborations coming together, people figuring out what this is all about. And you got more people aping. This is just a solid play on the BNB chain. They got liquidity. Like I swear, my biggest thing is like if BNB put $5 into Feg token or $5 into XPX, I'd be so bullish. And I don't care how long it's gonna take. Like they would not put liquidity into it if it's not something. Excuse me. So it's something. To me, it's something. This alone right here is something. It's up to the team and the community to follow through, but This is a lot to build off of right here. This is a lot of material. I would repost this every 5 days or something just to remind everybody, like, hey, the BNB chain knows who we are. They know who we are, and they definitely do. They definitely do. So that is Captain BNB, everybody. Captain BNB. Very bullish on this one, man. I'm bullish on the community. They're extremely active, and that's really what you want from the space. A really active community. A community that understands, like, hey, we're going through a dip. It is what it is. Like, look at what they went through. They went through going to 66 million to going down to 4 million. They're still bullish. And, they got that $10 million market cap to break through. And that's really what it comes down to. That's really what it comes down to, everybody. So, some more proving grounds, getting above 5 mil, then getting above this 8 million, but breaking past the 10 million. And everybody's going to wish that they never sold their Captain BNB, everyone. Captain BNB. Let's see. This is one that landed on the desk. Somebody was saying this one could be pretty good. I'm not sure if you guys heard about this one. This one's Phil on BNB. Okay, I was waiting for it to pull back because when I heard about it, it was already up here. And that's because I checked the message kind of late. Otherwise, we would have got in very early. But nonetheless, when I see it up here, I want to let it pull back. This is a good support level, right? This 1.5 million. This is they're going after the Binance official mascot, right? There's going to be this opportunity for projects to continue to go after this Binance official mascot narrative as Bitcoin or as Binance has these campaigns for liquidity. And there you guys go. Make Binance great again. Can you make Binance great again? Absolutely. I think we are. I think we're going to make it great again. And those projects like Feg Token, Broccoli, XPX, everybody that's pushing on the Binance are going to reap the rewards. Check this out. This is cool. Everybody can start doing this. This is going to get a lot of attention. She don't even know she's on YouTube right now. This is a little meta right here. Little narrative. There you go. You can see his face. So Phil, and it's been listed on quite a bit of exchanges. So Mexi, L Bank. Now that it's got the pullback, it could be a good time to possibly look at this one too, see if it's going to rally up and get some more, higher market caps being listed on L Bank, being listed on Mexi. Now it's had the pullback. Could be something to check out. Could be something. Could be something. There's a whole like Binance mascot narrative going on right now. Let's see what else we got. We check Mubarak. You guys know these plays. Everything's kind of giving everybody a great opportunity to accumulate. You got, your Merv right here, been consolidating for a while. You got just overall in the space, you have just consolidation in the market. Consolidation, some dips, consolidation, some dips, consolidation, some dips. We were finding our consolidation right here. We got to find our next floor right here. This is a great floor and turn it right back around. Turn it right back around. Turn it right back around. Let's see what else we got. We got this one right here. This one had a decent market cap. There it goes. It came right to where we drew the line to. It's been pumping up here this whole time, but this is that pullback that we wait for. Of course. 1 second. One second. My mouse died. All right. But this is what we were talking about when it came to this one right here, right? You guys can see it. This has kind of been the narrative on Solana right here. For those who still want to find those Solana plays, this has been the narrative. And even this one that we covered, I said it would be one that most likely people would want to hold. Obviously, it's got a funny name, but I was waiting for a pullback on it. But if you go to their Twitter account, you can see why, people would be aping into this, and why the space is kind of degen. Because obviously, this stuff works. Okay, this is going to work no matter what. This could actually be a long-term play that honestly probably just will not fade. There's a lot of guys in the space, everybody. That's no secret. And these images will definitely get the guys' attention. Let's be honest. Let's be adults. Let's understand that this is Solana. and this has potential. But we were waiting for the pullback, right? We seen it trading up here in these ranges, but we wanted to see it come down to that $10 million market cap and see if it can bounce off of that. And there we go. We have exactly just that, where this thing that obviously has some pretty funny, you know, a pretty funny narrative with this on the Bitcoin emblem, you can see that that's going to do pretty good because this is just a space that we're in right now. But we wanted to wait for a pullback no matter what. We didn't want to just get into the hype. And this is where I would suggest, like, if you like to play the Solana plays and you're like, I'm looking for the next, is it going to be that? That could be a potential of a good hold right here for you guys to hold, Tickcoin basically, because I don't think that this one's going to fade away. As long as they keep posting that, this space is going to keep getting more guys to come in, and I don't think that's going to go anywhere, everybody. The whole world, the whole industry has that into it. So, you know, that sells, okay? That's just the facts. It sells. It sells. Let me get my mouse again. It sells. So, this is one to keep an eye on. Let's go to the other ones that are a little bit more silly, but this is kind of the meta going on right now. And I know you guys want to look for this stuff. Here goes the other one. This one's at 9 million. Same thing, getting close to that 10 million. It went all the way up to 45 million. I would not discount that this silly name right here can do really well. And this space loves to like prove a point and possibly, use this to show everybody that this can be the next Bitcoin. And you don't know how high this thing can go, honestly. But you always want to wait for a pullback. And when we were first covering it, it was already doing kind of good up here in the 20s, and we were waiting for all things to kind of pull back. Like I said, we're not really out of it yet. We want to see Bitcoin trading above the 50 moving average, and you're going to feel it in the market, right? You're going to feel this overall sensation. What's pumping right now are new launches, right? Like this is a new launch, Minecraft right here. Anything that's coming out new, it's going to be doing good. How long it's going to do good, we don't know. That's up to you to figure it out, right? Because you just never know how long that's going to last. But that's kind of the meta right now. This meme coin, this looks cool. I like the way this font is really nice. Meme coin right here, if you're looking for your next meme coin play, this is kind of in this coin meta, right? We're not trying to get too smart on it. It's just tick coin, butt coin, meme coin, Bitcoin, everything. There's the other one, coin, right? We even seen that one, right? So the whole meta right now on Solana is something similar to that. And that's what you'll be looking for. Let's see where ITMT's at. Okay, they're almost back over 1 million. Shout out to them fighting to get over 1 million. We're grinding as well. I know how it feels. It's almost like the first time getting back to 1 million. You got to fight for it to break past it, and then you get all that excitement all over again. So shout out to them for holding on to this really strong right here and going towards that $1 million market cap. Because even XPX, we're grinding towards that $1 million market cap. Let's see what else we got. We covered Bone here before. This one's pretty good. The Matt Fury play. A lot of these Matt Smokey plays. 420 is 4 days away. Let me know, hashtag 420 in the chat. Are you guys going to celebrate 420? But we're going to see a lot of 420 stuff come about in the space for, 420 and whatnot. So this is another one. Look, 6 million. Don't sleep on these coins right here. This is the meta that's going on right now. Peep the Toad. Peep the Todd. Dark Eclipse, 23 million. What's this? AI is another keywords that are just ring right now. This is a crazy looking chart right here. Something's going on with this one. Launched off pump swap. What's the difference? Okay, so it must be up off of this. Got it. Yeah, pump fund, pump swap. I have not been doing the Solana plays. I've been behaving. When I saw the market get super cutthroat, it's like you got to wait till it lands back in your lap. So this is probably something to look at right here. Maybe because I like mystery and stuff, but something's going on here. It's dark, everybody. It's mysterious. is infinitely charged, supercharged AI. And AI is a great word. This chart's super bullish. I would wait again, kind of a pullback for everybody waking up and be like, "Oh my God, my wallet's looking crazy." There goes that 10 million. So this is possibly a play you guys want to look at. I'm looking for some more plays. Ooh, I thought this was Fitcoin. This is Fitcoin. See? Oh my God, look at this. So we just got to do a foot up in there and do Fitcoin, and that's the next. That's the next meta. People probably have a. There you go, Fitcoin. I'm sore from the gym. It's crazy. I'm super sore. I'm the second day sore. It's crazy. I'm ooch out eat ah. I'm super sore. Fitcoin, everybody. This is the meta right now. Like I said, this is probably one you want to look at before it does what all the other ones did. This is right here at 874K market cap. So we possibly found a low cap gem that's the meta, right? A low cap gem of the meta of what's going on. It hasn't hit the tens of millions like the other ones did. But all these other ones have hit something similar to that. And sometimes you'll find the same people in these same groups. So that's what I'm saying. You want to find the one that's the lowest one. And obviously they're, it's trending. They're putting some boosts on it. So that could be the next one. It's that Fitcoin. Because, we got Fartcoin, Tickcoin, Buckcoin. All these coins are going to continue. Here you guys go. This thing's going right back towards $1 billion market cap. This is a huge meta. This is a huge narrative. This whole Fartcoin it's crazy, and we're probably going to see a lot more of it. It's too silly, and this space loves this stuff, so we'll be covering it. Fartcoin is the meta, and it's created all of these other coins. The prize Solana. Let's see. Okay, 300. This could be something right here. Low cap gem, 306K market cap. They have the volume bot on, so it's the guys that know how to play the Solana game. Getting into these plays, you can print. Now, obviously, when they know how to do all this stuff, it's not something that you're going to probably stay in forever because it's pretty fresh. But nonetheless, this could have some potential to go a lot higher because they know the recipe, essentially. I'm sure we go to the X account, they're going to have all the right KOLs, so they know the recipe. Prize, let's scroll down, or the KOLs are coming. This looks pretty fresh. This was yesterday. I would keep an eye on this right here. So that Fitcoin and Prize, which is a great name, I would keep an eye on for Solana plays for you guys. All right, that's what we're calling for Solana plays. That Fitcoin and this Prize coin is probably low cap gems, something within the realm of the meta that's going on right now. They can be pretty good. Oh, look at this. How come we didn't think of this? 420.69 coin. Maybe we just do 69 coin. 420 coin. It went all the way up to 4.5 million. I wouldn't even discount this. It would probably turn right back around. People love this stuff in this space. They're probably just paid for a bunch of marketing or stuff, so we might be seeing some action on this. But this is the meta right here. This is what I'm saying. This narrative of the Fartcoin and all this stuff, this is what the meta is right here. And this probably can do really good considering that 420 is right around the corner. So we could possibly see some of these 420 coins do really, really good because, like I said, we're 4 days away from 420, everybody, and that's the that's the that's when everything's going down. So shout out to you guys pulling up. We're going to keep today's stream a little bit short, everybody. We're going to keep an eye on BTC. I'm watching the markets for you guys. There's not too much really happening. We're just letting the markets kind of curl up. We got some doji candles, but we're not seeing the market cap rise up by that much. So it lets me know that, people are still on the fence. When this thing's pumping towards 3 trillion and we actually break 3 trillion, it's going to, once that already says that, it's already late. You already kind of missed the ride. So make sure that you're accumulating your favorite projects, whether it's XPX, whether it's FEG token, whether it's Fartcoin, or whatever narrative that's going on right now, this prize one. Make sure that you guys, find a great community that you're willing to, grind with, because sometimes it's going to be downtrends in the market. That's going to take a little bit of effort to get things to get the going again. But nonetheless, if you find a great narrative, if you find a great team, there's a lot of potential on the table. We see ITMT holding on really strong, getting back over that $1 million market cap is good. We see the Fitcoin with this new meta. This is probably a low cap gem. You're probably going to see this. We'll probably talk about this tomorrow being in the millions of market cap because it's part of that narrative right now, and it hasn't hit that just yet. So it's, the whole community is thriving to hit that right now. So keep an eye on these fresh narratives as far as these coin narratives and what's going on for Solana. Also on BNB, I've given you guys some very, very solid plays that I believe that when the market turns right back up, there it goes. It's about to break $1 million market cap right now live, this Fitcoin. I'm telling you, this is one of them right now. I know when I know, everybody. And the same thing with these BNB plays: XPX, Feg Token, Captain BNB, Mubarak, Banana S31. When these projects see BTC going up again and BNB back over 600, going towards 700, you're going to see all those BNB plays. You're going to wish that you snatched up some of that supply at these discount prices. But, that's entirely up to you. None of this is financial advice. Make sure you do your due diligence diving into these things. But nonetheless, there are some great opportunities in the space right now. There are some great, great opportunities, especially you're going to look like the Rain Man if and when this BTC gets above the 50 moving average and you start seeing BTC rally back over the 90K, a lot of the stuff that you picked up on these discount prices, everything's going to be up. You're going to look like you did it just in the right time. And we're right almost out of the neck of the woods. We since February, we've been in a downtrend. Since February, everybody. Since February 3rd, it's been a downtrend. We're trying to get above that right now. If and when we do that, that's when it's going to be a lot more fun, and you'll see the hype come back into the market. And I think it's starting to happen. You see Feg Token back over 8 million. You're seeing the markets kind of pick up. Solana getting a little bit of more life back into it. It just takes a little bit of time to get everybody's conviction all the way back up, but it's going to happen, all right? So make sure you guys stay tapped in with me. Stay tapped in with all things XPX at XPX Token. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to come back